Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about how to stylize your string using NS mutable attributed string or NS attributed string. So here we are going to discuss on how to create multicolor lines or multicolor strings, multicolored underline text, bordered text, and text with multiple background colors and such. Okay, let's dive in. Before NS attributed string or before this attributed string concept, if we wanted to have such an effect, it was really difficult. We had to create multiple labels and concatenate them. But with the arrival of attributed text, it's really easy. You can apply attributes to your string and then apply that to the attributed text property of a UILabel or text view. Okay, let's see what I have done. So let's open up the simulator. So this is what I was talking about. So starting with a multicolored text, you can have different colors on the same text, different background colors, different underline colors, and background color and borders on every lines. So all these things are possible through the attributed string as well as a mix of CA shape layer, etc. Okay, let's look at multicolored text. So first of all, I created an extension for NS mutable attributed string because using NS mutable attributed string, you can mutate the string, append, all these things can be done. So I created a function called set color for text, which takes in a text and a color. This means like you want to apply a color to a particular text, pass in that text as well as the color you want to apply. Then we find the range of the text in the mutable string and apply and then add attribute foreground color, the color that you passed, to that range that we found. That's it. So let's see how it is done for the string. So this is the function where I'm using it. So first we will define a string, some random string, then just strip off new line and white space. Then you convert that string into an NS mutable attributed string. Now we can set the color. Let's say I want red to be in red color. So you just do like set color for text red, then string blue, the word blue for blue, and green for green. That's it. And assign that string to the labels attributed text. That's all. Now you have the multicolored text over here. And if you pass in nil, then the color will be applied to the whole text. Now let's look at background colors. So let's see. So this is the function set highlight color for text, again which takes in a text and a color. And here the only difference is instead of foreground color, we set the color to the background attribute. In this attributed string key background color, you take the color which is being passed in and the range. So same thing here. So this is a string, then you convert it in a mutable attributed string and then apply the background color. So here I am applying two colors. One I just passed in nil, so that means it gets applied for the whole text, and then I pass in another color for a particular set of text. So you will get this effect. So I am a label with different highlight has a different color. Cool. Then the next one is set underline. So this is also same. Instead of foreground color and background color, we are just setting the underline style and underline color. Here underline style, I just use a thick underline so that it is really visible, and for the underline color we use the color which is being passed. So same thing, we use a string, convert it in a mutable string. Whichever string that you want to underline, just pass on that piece of string with the required color. Then you will end up in getting the different effect. So you can see, yeah, is colored with blue. Pretty neat. Now coming to the bordered label. Bordered label is a bit tricky. So how I achieved this was like, I have added the a stack view initially, and inside the stack view I have added a normal UI view as a container view, and inside the UI view I added this label, border label, whatever you can call. And the idea was, so we start with the string, convert the string to mutable string. There is nothing I'm going to do with respect to NSAttributedString here. All we are going to do is playing around with font sizes, shape layer or CA layer, etc. So step one is we need to find out the number of lines. So for that we first find out the height or the total height using the text size, font size, etc. And we find the character height from the border label font line height property. Then we find the number of lines. Now the next thing is, for each line we create a CA layer with a border and corner radius, and add that CA layer to the background container view, not to the label. So if we add it to the label, you can see how it happens, because it always adds to the top layer, and inserting as a sub layer at index also had some issue. So now you can see the text is no longer visible. So I had to add it to the background view on which the border label was present. Now we can see this appears. So it's a bit tricky. So this font size value is kind of a iterator to know like how many times the count or the line count has reached. So you might have to do some trial and error to find out the actual font size that you need to use here. It's a constant. I use like 17 here. So based on this font size, the loop can vary. So that's how I created the border label which suffice for my need. And there are other properties like paragraphs, style, font styles, etc., which you can apply similarly. So for example, here I used color, highlight and underline. So by using different properties like font, key dot font, you can change the font for a particular word in the middle of your string, or you can apply paragraph style, etc. So mutable attributed string or attributed string is really powerful. I just want to give a quick look on what it is capable of. I will provide the link to the source code in the description. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.